sideways. It's on like the fourth floor from the ground.
Wait a second, I've got a better idea. I know.
It's also worth noting, Ame, that you can only cast that spell another 2 times today.
No, I've got per day 6. Oh, what, fly? Yeah, no. I know that.
Could I roll a listen to see if I can hear Baldric's voice?
Well, I was just going to say I can message him. I can point at him now.
Oh, you can point, yeah.
Yeah. Point
Good
at
idea.
Baldric, this is Amiudro.
This is the voice of the Mysterons.
This is the voice of your god. Obey me.
Power Rangers,
That's how I got
go.
Baldric in the first place. Like, that's how I got him as my trustful companion.
Doesn't surprise me.
Let me see. Your caster level is 6, so that's that. The max range for message then is 170 feet. 160 feet for you, which is just short of being able to point at him and do it from here on the beach.
Okay, Right. I'm not going to do the pedestrian thing of walking. I'm going to fly.
You're gonna walk
above
like a
the river.
caveman.
I'm going to fly. Actually, no, I'm going to fly just above the surface of the water. Right? So it looks like I'm walking on it. And then message Baldric or whoever it is.
I'm just going to imagine, however, that like your capacity to hover with that spell is akin to like someone in Minecraft with a jetpack.
No. Okay, I'll be going up into the air. I'm not getting my shoes wet. Going up into the air above the river. Oh, that's impressive enough. More impressive, I'd say, actually. Yeah, flying. Flying's much better than water walking.
Yeah.
Next time I'm going to say, I'm going to have really good regenerative powers rather than just complete immortality.
Victor's seeing Amiudra just sort of contemplating this. This is, look, friend, I may be a patient man, but even this is trying.
Now I
Even this
remind
is
you, I
drawing
have a
me.
hungry wolf.
I'm a hungry wolf, and I'm itching to get this over with.
I'm going to turn around to them. Do any of you have gunpowder?
Why?
Great fireworks, and it could just look fantastic. Be a really good entrance to my, kind of socialite era.
At this point, Victor just walks past him and starts putting the trap down. He's
What?
had enough of your shit. So he walks past you, completely ignores you, just grabs the meat and starts walking into the entrance, putting it down near the entrance.
Well, I'm just trying to, kind of get the right atmosphere for my entrance to the socialite ranks.
But
He's
you're
not
not
listening to
making
you.
an entrance.
He's not listening to you.
I'm just talking into thin air.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not. I'm not paying attention whether you're listening to me or not. I don't need that.
This whole time you've been talking to yourself. You actually don't know you're with a party.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm pretty much insane. I could. Oh yes, I could always summon, and then I could ride it in.
Oh my god.
I could, wouldn't it?
I'm setting up the meat.
Right, noted. Tari and Odo, what are you up to?
Concentrating on what Ami is doing, looking intently, and hanging my head and.
I'm
Same, I
gonna
guess.
stick with Victus, I think, and because we want to get this over with, really, and not mess about too much.
Okay. And Ame, what have you finally decided to do?
I think I'm going to summon either a celestial giant bee or a celestial eagle, and then ride it to the party. That's my plan.
If you take the bee, everyone will be a buzz.
Oh! I'm just thinking bee gives off a more aggressive attitude, which could be quite good. But eagle's
Lion?
more regal.
Yep.
Can I give Ame a slap in the face, please?
Yes, you can.
Right, put
Roll
on
for a
heat.
melee attack.
I'm gonna die.
Oh my god. I can imagine you just falling into like the shit covered water and everyone in the party sees you.
let's
Somebody
see,
did say,
you're-
could someone just toss Ame in the river?
I'm assuming you're not going to use your keen glowing longsword.
No, I'm
Then
good.
it is a +8
Yeah.
on your roll.
Friends, this might be the end.
This is the end. Do do do.
I've got to put roll.
Yeah, my friend.
I'm just gonna say this. You guys are gonna have to comfort a grieving Baldric, right? You realise that'll be on you now.
I could put up with that.
You don't know half of what I go through. Right.
Oh, 22.
You've literally
Okay,
got
that's a hit.
ass.
That's a hit right there.
I just want to knock some sense into you and realize
You're gonna knock
being a
some sense
socialite
out of
is
me.
everything.
How
The
much damage does
highest
she
that
do?
Amayudra's armor class goes is 11. So
Yeah.
so that's definitely a hit. So
I might
roll
be like Stephen Hawking. Like,
To be fair, if anyone's going to kill him, the paladin should. I mean,
1d3 plus 2.
Plus what?
2.
So I thought you said 10 for a second. I was like, I
Well,
am
it's an
gonna
armored
die.
fist. I could almost justify it.
don't give DM ideas. It's very dangerous.
It's always
To be fair, Amayudra does sound like it could be like some form of Kamehameha.
yeah.
Ame.
Okay, well, Alme, as you are just pondering your options in terms of making a grand, spectacular entrance, you are summarily knocked into the dirt by a very painful strike to the opposing cheek. You
Ow.
take 4 non-lethal damage.
Ow. Ow. Ah. I'm just gonna be on the ground, like, just kind of rubbing my cheek. Ow.
Are you Peter Griffining right now?
Oh, I
Yeah. Ow, why did you do that?
Because you're taking up too much time and messing about on something that could be Baldric.
Right,
Well,
okay,
we
I'll
have-
just come to the immediate decision. Fine, then. Summon Celestial Eagle. Fine, you pushed me to it. God, ow.
I was just
Ow.
gonna suggest, messaging him rather than summoning
I
some
can't
creature.
message him. I'm not close enough.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Fair
summon the
Dragons are
creature.
on Twitter.
Okay.
I'm gonna summon the creature, and I'm just gonna fly over and talk. There we go. Summon a Celestial Eagle. It's probably gonna be tiny as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. About 3 foot long and has a wingspan of about 7 foot. That could carry me. I'm a half elf.
Do you know
Oh,
how
like-
heavy you are?
I wear like bugger all. I'm a half elf. I'm just gonna mount it anyways and go fly. Even if it
That will
can't.
get a very different reaction from the people if you mount it. An eagle is a small animal. The celestial template doesn't up that.
I've checked it out. Like on D20. A typical
Yes.
eagle is about 3 foot long. There's a
When was the
wingspan of
last
about
time
7
you saw
foot.
anyone being carried by a typical eagle?
Lord of the Rings?
that is not that is not like
That-
a standard eagle.
Yeah, that's not
In
typical.
the Lord of the
eagle.
Rings world, it is.
This isn't Lord of the Rings. This is closer to Discworld.
This
Uh,
isn't.
Lying. Can Eve do it as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. What is Eve trying to mount the eagle as well, or?
No.
No, it's something else.
Alright, okay. So I've summoned the eagle, anyways.
Okay.
Right, okay. Eagle, go and check if it's Baldric then.
Okay, Victor, so you notice that Eve is sort of being agitated around the sewer exit.
Okay, I draw my bow and I head a step a little bit out. And what's Ame doing at this point?
I've just summoned the
He's
eagle.
summoned a celestial eagle.
Yeah.
Right, I right. So I'm heading out. I've got my I've drawn my weapon. I'm holding it aimed down. I'm beckoning her back as well. Just saying, this is Eve's agitated. Usually means there's something ahead.
Are you saying that to all of us?
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
basically imagining me backing out slowly with my weapon drawn, and I'm saying this to all of you right now.
Okay,
Right, okay.
Amayudro
We
will
need to
stop
back you up
kicking
then.
about then and is actually going to go back him up.
Yeah.
He knows when stuff is properly serious.
Okay, it's worth noting you've got about 30 seconds left on Celestial Eagle.
Celestial Eagle, go into the sewer. Just go. Don't worry about me. Just go. There's a good boy.
Okay, well, following your command, as is the writ of a summoned creature, the Celestial Eagle flies directly into the sewer exit, where you quickly lose sight of it in the darkness.
Right. Now I'm going to command it to return after about 5 seconds, and if it doesn't, it's dead.
I like his way of thinking.
I'm not sure exactly what you gain from that, but
Well, if it's not dead, then it means that the sewer entrance is safe enough to hang around for a little bit, at least.
Depends.
If it is dead, it means we've got to run.
It depends, but
right. Meanwhile, Odo and Tari.
I'm sticking with Victus, backing him up in case anything does happen to appear.
Yeah, and I'll join their side to stay as backup.
Right. So the 5 seconds pass. So I presume, Amma, you're going to try and call your Celestial Eagle back.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you do so, and another 5 seconds pass, and another
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Yeah, it's dead. Let's go. No grievance.
it's still aiming. If it's still aiming down, it's just
If everyone could make a listen check, please.
Sure thing.
Yep.
yeah. He just asks. So how long does it usually take him to come back?
Seconds.
Definitely means there's something going on, right?
You hear heckle.
I hear my own head. Victus hears worse, apparently.
Victus can roll for Eve as well.
I did.
That is Eve?
No.
No, that was the first one.
Oh, right. Okay. Tari and Odo can hear a rumbling inside the sewer exit.
Listen, guys, we hear something down there. Rumbling,
Yeah.
something like that. We should head back.
Yeah, this was something that we were warned about when we were on our search, like going around asking people in the town.
Yeah.
Victus.
This-
Sorry, go on.
No, go on. No, go on.
I was going to say Victus. Okay, well in that case he interrupts us. Well, that's what we're here for. We're not here
Yeah.
to. We're not here to be scared away just because it's wrong. We're here to kill it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's kill it. Let's kill it. I'm going to start preparing my magic missile.
Right.
I wasn't saying anything about backing away. I was just explaining we were warned
Okay.
about the rumbling.
No, that's
I thought
how
you were saying
that's
something
how he
away.
takes it though.
Oh, okay.
So, Victor speaks up as well and suggests, right, how do we want to do this? I mean, if we go in there, obviously, it's a narrow corridor, probably easier to hit, but obviously there's only one way for us to go. Are we gonna
Well, I'm
find him out
preparing.
later
I'm preparing a barrage of magic missiles, which as soon as it pokes its ugly face out of the sewers, I shall barrage it with. Now, what I've assumed I would do would be to stun it for a little, kind of stun it in a way. It probably wouldn't be expecting an attack. It's probably just coming out to investigate for food. And as such, then you can start attacking it yourself, probably with ranged attacks and the likes.
Can I roll a spot, see if I can see anything?
Yes, you may. Absolutely.
Freaking lootly.
Right.
I'll roll around as well, actually.
Be right back.
Okay.
Oh.
Right, so that's me and Eve.
There's mine.
I'm not even going to bother rolling then. For Eve, there's no point.
You can hear the ebb
Ooh.
and flow of the ebb and wave.
Okay, Odo, aided by his dark vision, is able to see considerably far into the sewer exit, and he can note that there's a fair bit of dust and such being shaken up, and some of the bricks are starting to fall out. The rumbling is getting a lot stronger.
Just lying out of interest, where we are at the moment, how much space have we got to move? Are we just like on a little outcrop, or is there like quite a lot out here to walk along?
This is going to bring up horrifyingly bad memories, but remember the first episode of the first campaign?
Yes.
You've got basically that kind of area. So you've got about 60 feet of beach between the wall and the water.
Okay, so we got a good amount then to
Yeah,
wander
you've
around.
got options basically.
That's fine. Okay, that's fine then. Just out of interest, do I see anything just so I can roleplay it?
You are unable to see far enough into the darkness to see anything particular.
Okay, whereas
But you do recognize the rumbling is getting stronger.
okay, well, noticing the notice is getting stronger, I'm gonna back up to a bit more of a pretty big distance pretty much as far as I can go from it, still aiming down.
Amaudro's trying to keep in relative proximity to Victus because they're both ranged.
I'm also gonna ready an attack, so ready an action for it.
They're both kind of readying, you know.
So my ready action will be as soon as I see it. As soon as I can clearly see it, I will launch.
Me too.
Okay. Let's see. Odo, your spot is probably good enough for this. You notice that the meat seems a bit smaller than the last time you looked at it.
Right, noticing this then, I turn to the guys who are setting up for attack and say, guys, look, the meat's gone a little bit down since the last time we saw it. There's dust everywhere, and there's a heck of a rumble going down there. There's something definitely we need to take us out.
The first mention of the meat, Vic just snaps his head to the side and then instantly launches an arrow in there.
I'm going to cast a spell, See Invisibility.
It is at this point that the meat entirely vanishes as a burrow forms directly beneath it. From inside of this burrow, the rumbling is paramount. The ground beneath you is shaking so much that you're finding it slightly difficult to keep your balance, as a gargantuan, purple, worm-like creature bursts from beneath you,
Well, at least it wasn't
swallowing the meat whole.
Well, at least it wasn't invisible.
Yeah.
That could have been bad. Yeah, I'll unleash my magic missiles on it then.
Okay, roll for it
From
then.
hell's heart I stab at me!
What about initiative?
Initiative is not yet instigated,
Boom, 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 boom.
but you can roll your attack.
He can do this first. I'm just gonna quickly look something up.
What is my attack with magic missile?
There isn't one. It strikes unerringly even if the target is in melee combat.
Oh, wow.
You
So
always
consequently,
hit.
yeah, so you deal 1d4 plus 1 damage.
not
But you
bad.
also you have due to your levels, you can have 3 missiles that you can shoot. So
What colour did you say this creature was?
purple,
Could this be the creature that we
a dull
almost
scaled purple.
Could this be the creature that we could almost have encountered earlier on?
Whoops. Plus another 2 onto that because I did not get that right. I should have done 3d4 plus 3 then because it's plus 1 for each one, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so that's a 4, 3, and a 4. That's the best way to put that.
So that is a total of 11.
Yeah.
Get my numbers right. So that would be... yeah. Okay, got that. So, as the creature vaults from underground, Amaudro swings his hand and a flurry of 3 ethereal light green arrow-shaped bolts shoot from his hand into its hide. It doesn't seem to notice very much. Victor,
I
so
always
now
figured that would do more.
Yeah, I can't remember what the roll to hit was with the longbow.
it should be on your sheet.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I'm struggling to find it. I can find damage, but I can't find the hit.
Longbow is plus 10.
So, Ron 1d20 plus 10, was it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just quickly note that down because I couldn't find it. Cheers. Okay. Oh! Nat 20.
Okay, roll that again, and if it's a if it actually hits as well, it's also a critical.
25.
Why is it everybody but me?
That is indeed a critical hit.
Sweet.
So you get triple damage.
Ooh. So
Nice.
1d8 3 times.
1d8 times 3.
How do you do times in this? Because I don't think I've actually ever hit a critical.
Might be star.
Is it star?
Probably start
yes.
usually.
It's normally star.
Yes, it is. Okay, that is another 12 damage. So you loose your arrow, and it sticks tightly between some of the plates in its hide as it's still soaring through. You haven't actually seen the end of it yet.
Oh jeez. Okay.
But it doesn't seem to really recognize your presence very much, as it just sort of curves in the air and dives back into the underground, going to parts on the area behind it sort of caves back in, so there isn't really much of a trail left. In total, you estimate that you saw about 60 feet of creature.
Oh,
Oh, okay. But it didn't seem to be hostile towards us, so that's
Hungry,
good,
if
right?
anything.
I think we should buy some more meat and put high-grade explosives inside of it. I kind of voiced this opinion to the party.
A plan? Wouldn't say a fine plan, but a plan nevertheless.
You can
The
work.
thing is, if we buy more meat, then the same thing could happen again. Because it's quite clear this creature does eat meat as well.
Sorry, just out of interest, right? So this thing's come up like, how big was it again? Like diameter
We
wise?
saw about 60
About
foot.
between 5 and 10 feet in diameter, 60 feet long. If you had to put a figure on its weight, you would estimate about 60,000 pounds.
Right. Okay. At this point, he's noticed everyone discussing. He says, "This really isn't the time for this. This, we were not prepared for this.
I'm
we were
kind
not
of
prepared
setting
for
up a
this."
picnic and sitting down. You know, kind of.
No, Victus has sort of put has moved his arrow down and is sort of heading up, like further away from the as possible from the. He's heading to sturdier ground, put it that way. So not. The
Okay.
I'm going to start walking away, but I'm also going to look over in the direction we thought Baldric was and see what's going on with the party. Like, are they still partying? Have they not noticed this? No.
You can see that. Well, make a spot check for me, because the light is starting to dim.
Okay. This might not go well. Spot check.
Also, not that it mattered, but I think I had a +1 on that because it was within 30 feet of me. So, but it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just noting it down. There.
You wouldn't have killed it. I'll say that much.
No, it did.
Yeah, I thought it would do this.
You could always ask me to have a to see if I can see anything.
When
No.
as you are like turning your head to see if you can see Baldric in the party still, you catch a glimpse of your own reflection in the water, and you spend a bit too long staring at him.
Oh my word.
This is a beautiful night. It almost feels perfect. There's a rumbling and a massive worm. behind me.
You notice the ground beneath you is getting a little bit lower.
It's almost perfect. You just imagine the worm kind of coming up and me just like flying up with it. Kind of just staying out of its reach, just kind of like pondering a little bit. That'd be fantastic. Really want that to happen now.
Okay, Odo, you are free to make your own spot check.
Nice spot check.
Bowie, did you say the arrow went through
Sure.
him?
No, it got
Stuck
lodged in
into
its skin, like
Okay.
in between its scales.
Okay.
19.
Okay, you are able to spot, but there are a couple of people who seem extremely alarmed by what they've just witnessed across the waterway, because this guy was not easy to miss. But by and large, the bulk of them haven't noticed. Too busy partying. It would seem that Baldric is the life of the party, in fact.
Oh, that's it. I'm getting over there. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this, but I need to set my priorities straight. And if Baldric is out there socialising, I, dear God, have to be, because it's pretty much my job. I'm gonna fly. I'm just gonna fly over to the party. Bye. See ya. Have fun.
Would anyone like to make knowledge dungeoneering for me?
Sure, if I have it. Let me
What's that now?
What's this?
Knowledge dungeoneering.
I can't remember if I have it. Let me just double check.
Knowledge?
As is standard for my campaigns, I will waive the trained on knowledge skills.
I only have nature.
No,
I
have geography.
I have 3, but it's question mark. Hold on.
No, I have
Control
knowledge
F.
Geography.
I have knowledge, nobility, and religion.
Could I just make a general intelligence check?
Yes, you could.
Oh wow, I see I'm not a moderator anymore. Well, what's
No,
up with that, Andy?
You are. It's Twitch is just stupid.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh,
okay.
not 20.
Okay,
God
well,
damn it! Are you
Your
guys just, like, stealing my
your
life?
earlier research in the library allows you to correctly identify this creature as being a purple worm. They are
Really?
they are
Very
typically
specific.
burrowing creatures. Evidently, the person who named them did so in a hurry. They are typically burrowing creatures. They can travel on land, but fairly slowly. They mostly spend their time deep underground, and they are known for swallowing their prey entirely whole. What is also known is that they have a poisonous stinger on the back of them, and that they can sense anything moving on the surface.
Oh, it's just as
do
good
I
for
know
flying.
them to be hostile? Like, generally.
They're animalistic. They go after food.
Right, so... But will they just... So, okay, right, no problem, okay.
They
Wait,
like intelligence
we're-
one.
We're meat, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're technically food for that.
Right. When I said I was
Okay.
heading back, by the way, I imagined, like, going up the stairs to, like, the... As I said, like, a more secure area, like...
To like street level.
Yeah, street level.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
So that's where I was saying, as I was doing
Oh.
that, I put the hood up of my traveler's cloak. When I get up there, can I see, like, any, like, bar, like, tavern close or any, anywhere which would
Tavern's gonna get swallowed
yeah,
up.
this will make more sense. Anywhere that procures anything, any kind of form of, anything, any kind of alcohol, anything, like, combustible.
There's a few different bars on the water side, so yes.
Right. Well, I'm gonna head on quickly into there. I'm assuming that. What can I get? Would I have to roll a sense motive to see what the people are? You know, are they obviously like panicked as well, or are they just not knowing what the hell's going on?
Yes, you may.
Sense motive.
I don't know whether I've gained the disdain of Twitch chat or whether I've gained their respect.
Why?
But there are the comments. Oh my, Ame Udro. Amazing muffins, absolutely amazing. Muffins put points in drinking tea with the pinky out. So like,
I'd say that's respect with a little bit of when you get a bit of sick in your throat.
astounded disbelief. You know. Somebody would do that. Just sell out their friends to go to a party.
I rolled an 11.
You've never met Ame.
Okay, you get the general gist that those on this side of the waterway were paying a bit more attention to the rumbling and whatnot, and after a course of that, a large number of them are kind of currently fleeing in a panic.
Right,
There is
so-
screaming that evidently the other side of the waterway isn't just hearing.
Right. So if I go into can I head into the nearest tavern then? Like, is it going on? Is everything just a mess in there? Just like everyone's running about, etc.
Yeah, lots of people are panicking. Some people are attempting to barricade the door using their, like, bar stools. But you manage to brush past them, and you see the bartender currently cowering behind the counter.
Right. Okay. I quickly lean over as well, trying to. I got my hood down as I said as much as possible, and I pretty much demand like, look, I need a keg of alcohol, something combustible. Just give me now. I need to take care of this thing. Just give. It's just keep babbling at this point, asking him to give him.
Okay. Well, you managed to get your meaning across, and the small dwarf behind there certainly does not have any qualms with handing you anything that will take care of the thing that's just terrified his customers. He ducks down a small trap door and comes up a few moments later with a cured and sealed keg. The label on it, long having since rotten away. And he just kind of hands it to you. Like, that is the first thing you see come back up out of the trapdoor.
It would have been amazing if like he'd done the kind of cliche in all RPGs, where like despite the fact that the town is getting destroyed, there is one shopkeeper still selling stuff, still taking in money. Hey, you want a potion?
Hey,
That's
supply
150
demand.
Potion seller. I require your finest blood. I can't remember. Did you buy meat as well? I'm almost certain you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
You did.
Okay, good. I would have that knowledge then. Okay, right.
So you're saying Odo should tread carefully on the beach?
Very care. So am I able? How big is this? Am I gonna have to roll this barrel?
Mm-mm.
Or can I just pick it up?
Yeah.
At least I have meat, but I don't have it in any of my inventory.
You've probably just not wrote it down.
Maybe.
You did definitely buy it last time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
This is my idea.
Took it
The
for free,
explosives, right? I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, I know. Where do you think I got the idea?
Nice.
Right, you finish flying across the waterway and land almost unnoticed, in fact, on the balcony of the party.
Okay, I'm going to approach the person that seems to be Baldric.
Right. You confirm it is indeed Baldric.
Oh, Baldric! What
He
are
is
you doing
utterly
here?
smashed.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, it seems to be working. Hell, I'll get smashed too. Why not? Oh, man. So, yeah, Ameudro is now going to, well, he's probably not going to get smashed. He's going to start drinking, and he's going to start trying to, smooze up to all the socialites. Kind of using bluff.
Meanwhile, the rest of the party is getting involved in high explosives versus a purple worm.
Yeah, they're fine. That's why I recruited them.
Whose challenge rating, I should note, is twice your entire party.
Yeah, don't worry. Like, they're fine. That's why I recruited them. They're a reliable bunch.
They're gonna murder you after this.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that I've got one charge of fly left.
Although I am a paladin, I see no reason why not to.
It's justice.
Holy justice.
Yeah, it's justice.
Okay, well, Victus, you've got your barrel of hooch.
What's your mama?
Okay, hold on a second.
Odo, what are you doing in the midst of all this? Tari, dude.
Right, okay.
Pardon?
What are Odo and Tari doing at the same time?
I am backing up onto firmer ground because the ground underneath doesn't seem that safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you head up the stairs onto street level, where there is an overhang that you can, view the beach with.
Yeah.
And me being the little sheep I am, I follow along.
Little sheep, dwarf, and druid. Okay.
Yep.
Ironically.
Actually, you have wild shape.
Yeah,
You
literally.
could
do.
literally be a sheep.
I then cast me into a sheep and follow along.
Do I have to slap you too?
That's
But
No.
you could use him as bait.
Yes.
To the stream.
Lamb
Yes.
chops.
No.
You do have to eat.
Oh, that
That's-
reminds
that-
me. When I came up, by the way, I'll have told Eve to stay up there because there's no chance she's going to be useful at this point.
Okay.
So she's staying up there.
Is there any chance I can turn myself into a Siamese pig, cut off one part of it, and then turn the part that is into me again?
No.
Well, I guess you could, but you just have like one less limb.
I'm fine.
I've just realised I might have made a horrible mistake. I could have made the Battle of the Bugs. I could have summoned a monstrous centipede. And I got them to fight it out.
Godzilla.
You
It's
could,
Bit late.
It's like the next movie from the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah.
You
A bit like
chose-
it's done now. It's done now. I'm just I could summon that one as well. Like it's too late. I'm just gonna go party.
Gorilla
guys
Red
later.
asks, do you keep your beard when you turn into a sheep?
Oh my god, yes.
Optional, I'm going to say.
Yes. Yes. Oh wait, I have an idea. Cut off a limb, and then I shapeshift into me with a limb.
No.
Dumb.
No.
Anyway, so do we meet on
What about the sound
the
too?
do we meet on the stairs then?
Yes.
Right.
So, Tari and Odo, as you are coming up the stairs to get back to street level, you see Victus rushing from a nearby bar with a bottle with like a large keg over his head.
As I get up to them, it says, "Do either of you have anything which can set something on fire?"
I think I may have.
Tari has a lantern.
Yes, I have a lantern. I also have tinder twigs.
Right.
Or starting
No, I
fire.
need something now. So hang on. What's this lantern? Is it like lit or already sort of thing, or are you gonna have to light it now with something?
I've got
You'd have
flint
to
and
light it
steel.
with tinder twigs.
I
and
have
flint steel.
I have flint and steel. If
Right. Because I don't know which one of those is the most. What's the fastest way of making line? Which is the fastest way of just making a fire right now? Just something.
Yeah, it would be flint and
Steel.
steel, wouldn't it?
It's not
You would
reliable to-
you'd certainly generally think that. Lighting a torch with flint and steel is a full round action. Lighting any other fire with them takes at least that long. Tinder twigs ignite when struck against rough surface. They're basically matches,
Right.
Oh.
Okay.
making them much faster than flint and
I
steel.
have 5 tinder twigs if you like one of those.
Right. Is there anything around like? Oh, we're still on street level at this point.
Yeah,
Is
we're
there-
on street level. Yeah.
Is there any like just something around me which I can just set on fire, just so it's there's a flame right next to me? Anything, even the lantern. Actually,
The
Yeah,
bulk,
the lantern.
the bulk of the architecture around you is cured wood or stone. So the answer to there is no, unless it's
No.
on your person.
Right. The lantern. Right. So I just quickly light the lantern now. Quick. Light the
Yeah, yeah.
lantern.
Okay, I like the. Do I need to roll anything for that, or just?
No, it's just a standard action with the tinder twig.
Right. Okay. Where do I put that?
It's not a roll. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
subtract
it's
one
lit.
from your inventory.
Yeah, it's lit now. So.
Right. So
Okay.
seeing that she's lit it, I say, look, okay, come with me, and I grab the keg and I head on down to the desert, the beach.
And I follow along.
Yeah, I tell Dodo to come as well. And without unfortunately saying, get your meat out.
Yeah. Sorry.
I just say, look, get the meat out that you had that we got from this morning.
Hearing this, I scramble through my bag to get it my meat out. That sounds wrong. And place it upon the floor.
Considering that you're presently fighting a giant worm monkey, now is not the time.
I see.
That
it
is
on
the
the floor. It says, no. I see it put on the floor. No. Pick it up. Come with me.
Okay. I pick it up and follow along.
Right. So, and is there anything that needs to happen lying, or can I just continue?
Keep going.
Okay. Right. So I'm gonna head on down to the beach area, like, hopefully, reasonably centered. Anyway, I'm gonna put the barrel down, grab the meat that he's given me, put it on top.
Right.
Right. And then I'm gonna head on back, and I'm gonna set one of my arrows alight.
Okay, so you're gonna make a
take-
flaming arrow, basically.
I'm gonna take aim at the barrel and wait.
Okay. How long do you want to wait?
Until I see it.
Okay.
Well, hang on. Just because I know how you can be, I'm gonna have the flame. Like, I'm gonna have the flame. Like, I'm gonna try. It's not really right. I'm gonna put it in there, and obviously, if it gets to the point where the arrow's getting to the point where it's getting close to my bow, I'm gonna drop it and put another one on.
Or, I would suggest that at the point where the ground starts trembling, then light it.
It's, yeah. He's a bit okay. So he's a bit shaken with thought, and he's not thinking straight. Yeah. Okay. So he takes aim, and he's just waiting readying an action for when he can. I'll ready the action to when there's a really massive room with the same as before. He'll put it in the fire and then take aim.
Okay. So you wait, and meanwhile Ame is getting kind of smashed.
Yeah, I think, but he might be kind of like standing on the balcony a little bit now, just kind of peering over, seeing if they're all right. You know, I mean, has my schmoozing, managed to get me anything good?
Roll charisma.
Could I put bluff onto that? Because I am kind of trying to bluff my way into a, kind of this socialite kind of
Roll
scene.
charisma.
Damn. Charisma.
Bin's here.
Charisma is a plus
Hey,
1
man.
modifier, isn't it?
Hi, Ben.
Charisma is a plus 4, isn't it?
For you, yes.
Damn it.
You haven't been thrown out yet.
Okay, well that's good. What about Baldric? Is he like the life of a party, or?
Oh, everyone's loving Baldric. He tells such funny
Okay.
jokes, apparently.
Oh, does he? Okay. I'm they seem to be doing all right there. I'm going to sit in and listen to one of Baldrick's jokes. I knew that my appreciation of this company wasn't completely lowbrow and kind of plebeian of me. I mean, if the upper class seem to like it can't be too bad.
Well, after a few minutes, at this point the street level is pretty much barren of people, the ground begins to shake again.
Right, I set my arrow alight. Just also out of character, do either of you two have spells to help me with this? As in, like, make it easier for me to hit with? AKA guidance, or something like that.
Let me check.
How would they know?
Either of you. Like, just something to make my hit more easy.
Could I
Looking for
suggest,
spells.
out of character, of course, so this
Yeah.
might be a bit metagaming. Like, if it responds to sounds and stuff, like you could always just chuck stones at the general area.
I'm
get
not
to see this
sure that's
sec.
going to help.
Yeah, fair enough.
Plus, I'm taking aim. I don't really want to distract myself from that.
How would
I
I
don't-
find the spell?
It should be in your spell list, shouldn't it?
Where
He's a druid, so not quite.
Alright.
Go to the main SRD page.
Yep, home.
Under core rules, it's on spell lists and domains,
Car rules.
and yours are under druid.
Spell
So yeah, any spell which helps me hit.
druid. There's like 7.
And monkey, the maximum level of a spell that you can cast is 3.
Okay, so 3rd level, yeah.
Yes, that's the max you can do.
Okay. Find guidance. Guidance.
It
I have a
doesn't have to be-
guidance.
It doesn't have to be guidance. It could be anything which helps me hit.
Okay.
Just to make this a bit quicker, Lion, do you know of any at all at 3rd level for druid or paladin?
I don't think we have third level paladin spells available to us, but beyond that, guidance is probably the best one you're looking at. Alternatively, there are a couple different spells that can increase your actual ability scores, which might help.
How would that?
Because it'll increase your if it increases your ability scores, it'll increase your ability modifier, increasing your roll.
Oh, okay. So hang on.
So
What's my longbow basing itself off?
Your longbow is basing itself off of your
I assume dex.
off of your dexterity.
my
So if you
dex
can
is
get
+4.
if you can get something that isn't enhancement because they don't stack onto dexterity, then that will increase it.
Okay. So if you've got anything which gives me either plus hit or anything to boost my dexterity, that would be fabulous.
Cat's Grace is a 2nd level druid spell that gives +4 to dex.
Oh, do you have that?
That is an enhancement bonus, however. So it will not stack. It will still increase your enhancement by 2 though, so
Will that be?
you'll get an extra +1 to your attack.
And then that will give me a plus what to hit?
11.
Plus 11. So okay.
Guidance,
So
basically.
So to put this in roleplay terms, as I'm doing it, says I have no knowledge of magic, but do you have anything to help me? I've heard of things which can help, give a keen eye. Is there anything at all?
Okay.
Did you say I had grace that you can use? What was it?
What was it? Cat's Grace? Cat Eyes Grace? Or something, wasn't it?
Cat's Grace is a druid spell,
Yeah.
and it won't do as much good. But you probably have guidance.
She has guidance, I have cast grace and guidance.
To be fair, it'll do. If it gives me even a +1, it's good. So
Yeah.
would he be able to? Would they both be able to cast guidance and him cast Cat's Grace on me?
Tell a lie. Paladins do not have guidance, bizarrely enough.
That's weird.
I
Yeah.
was thinking I don't see it anywhere.
That is
Yeah.
really weird. You'd think any of all
Yeah.
Of any of them that would have
Yeah,
guidance.
paladin would have it.
Apparently
Yeah.
not.
So
No,
it's just me
cleric
then.
or druid.
Yeah.
So anyway, you can still cast both though, can't you?
Can I
Guidance
cast
and
both?
Grace.
Unless you think there's a specific time limit in the next half a round. Guidance takes 1 standard action, and Cat's Grace takes I don't know, because it won't dang show me. Eek. Cat's Grace takes a standard action, so you can cast both of them in one round.
Okay. So, hearing this, I set the summon. Well, I set the spells. How do I roll those? How do I do them?
They're touch, so don't worry about it.
You just touch
Okay.
me and it happens.
So,
Just give me a nice pat on the back.
Say the verbal and the somatics.
I run over to him as I'm quite a distance. I run over to him and hit him on the back. And cast the spells of guidance and cast grace.
Okay,
Hand
so
on each butt cheek. Right now.
Yes. Oh.
Oh yes.
That's good.
okay, so that means that you get an additional +2 to your dexterity. It would be +4, but you already got a +2 enhancement bonus there to start with. So your dexterity is now 20, which means the modifier is +5, which means that you are getting an additional point to various other modifiers, including reflex saves and such.
Mhm.
Your AC is now also 17.
And I get the +1 from guidance, so I'm basically hitting for +12.
Yeah. Guidance you can choose to use on a single attack roll, saving throw, or skill check, but you must choose to use it before you make the roll.
Yeah. Can I just ready it to say I'm going to use it on this to shoot the barrel?
Yes, you may.
Okay, so basically my roll will be +12. So I'm still waiting for. I'm hearing this rumble.
Yep, the rumble is getting extremely strong at this point. Who wants to make a spot check?
I will
Oh,
Oh.
you go ahead.
go.
Odo
Yeah.
as well. Odo as
Both
well.
of you
Yeah.
can
Okay.
roll.
Okay.
I have quite a high one as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
also.
not that time.
I'm also going.
You,
to roll.
you don't have to share one device. You can all roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Odo, you're a monkey. You're kind of channeling my bad luck so far.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna start rolling like I am now, and I'm gonna start rolling like you, hopefully.
No.
I totally
Okay.
didn't just curse you.
Okay,
did.
Tari, you notice that Victor's looks a little shorter.
Okay. Right, Victus, what am I doing?
Panicking?
He doesn't turn and just yes.
You seem to have sunken a little bit. Like, you don't.
Don't worry. Like,
Taking note.
So-
Taking note of this. Is there like a little pathway next to me or something with harder, which is harder stone or something like that?
No, the whole thing's sand, basically.
So there's no stairs leading down.
Loose rocks, clay pots, sand. There's the steps you can stand on. But right now, you're gonna have to make a reflex save.
Okay, so with the extra bonuses, what's my reflex save now? It's +4 normally, so what is it with?
With the reflex, you have now got a +10 in total, because your base save is +5.
Wait, to reflex?
Your reflex save, I am looking at the right sheet, is 10.
Jeez. Okay.
Because a level 6 ranger has a +5.
Oh, okay. Well, I must have got that wrong then. Okay, so.
Okay. Realizing, in a sort of an oh shit kind of moment, you cease readying your arrow and roll to the side towards Tari as the creature plummets the ground beneath you into its own pit and shoots once again out from it in the beach. There is a loud roar and snarl as it consumes the meat and the barrel. Make your readied action. Roll.
Okay.
You get a -2 to it because you are now on your side. But
So it's just normal. So it's just a +10 as usual then.
no, it's a +9.
I was getting +12 before there, wasn't I?
Yes, but you get -2 because you've just suddenly managed to dodge out of the way of this.
12 minus 2
So you're
is 10.
unsteadied.
Yeah. 12. Yeah. 12 minus 2 is 10. Where's the other one coming from?
No, it wasn't a 12. It was a +11.
No, it's
Oh,
12,
plus 12 plus the guidance. Right. Yes.
So
My
plus
mistake.
12, no problem. 27.
Okay, you successfully managed to arrow at the barrel, and just as the creature consumes it in one gulp, it then dives through into the brick and earthenware sewer exit where you lose sight of it within seconds. There is a loud boom that you hear several moments later.
Okay, so hang on, I'm trying to picture what's just happened here. So basically, it's come up. I've dived out the matrix, Neo'd out the way, shot mid-air. I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Don't destroy this
that
for
would be
me.
fair.
Yeah, shot that. He's eaten it. It's exploded. Okay, so I get up and says, "Did I hit it?" I'm sort of shocked. I've just jumped on them.
Believe so.
Please, if you ever played pool, you'd totally
it
say
looks
totally
like it.
planned.
Okay, Vic just gets up, bats himself, and just sniggers a bit. He's quite happy with himself.
A master of a shot, I must say.
It's not my first time.
How loud was this boom?
Boom.
Not loud enough for you to hear on your side of the waterway.
Okay, that's good. Nobody's distracted from the party.
I'm going to take this aim at you next, I think.
Would you like me to cast again?
You guys did a good job. You should feel proud of yourself. Now, as I said before, the party share of gold and stuff is 25% each. So I will be...
I don't think so. Not anymore.
I was there. I shot off magic
I
missiles.
think we deserve more than that.
Well, I shot off magic missiles. I did my bit.
I think you're all forgetting that you need to present a body.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, we haven't actually killed the troll.
Yeah.
If it is the troll in the first place, but anyway.
At this point, it might be worth making a listen check.
Yeah, I was just literally about to suggest.
I'll suggest putting your ears down to the ground.
For me, can I whistle Eve?
For
down?
Eve? Yeah, yes, you can. Absolutely.
Can she give a listen, and can I move closer to the edge of the tunnel and look in and do a spot instead?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Did my listen check 31.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
19.
Right. Odo.
Yes.
Okay, Victus's spot first. You notice a distinct lack of any sign of smoke or matter left behind by the worm. And Odo, in the very distant distance, you can hear what sounds like a very angry growling.
Oh,
Guys, I don't think we hit it. Or if we did, it's
I was
angry.
gonna say, I think you definitely.
if we did, then something down there's angry.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. So he's taken his. Victor's just trying to think of what to do.
Guys, this noise is nothing like I've heard before.
Does it sound like it's? Is there anything I need to roll to send if it's in pain or if it's just pissed off? You know, is there like a like a growl and then like a
Roll handle animal.
Oh yeah, actually that's a good point. Not actually rolled that yet.
Flying makes a good point. Ear on the ground, so you can get eaten head first.
28.
Okay, 28. You determine it's a bit of both.
Okay, so listening in, this is no, it's definitely heard. We definitely hit it, but it is pissed off. This is not the best place to find it.
right. Would it be best finding another entrance to the sewers then and leaving this area?
I don't particularly want to leave this area. This is the first time we've ever had a proper glimpse of it, and we know it's going to fight out here. Thinking for a second,
Okay.
I suggest possibly trying to go up to the city and see if there's any guards or anything like that who can possibly help us with this situation. You know, who can bring reinforcements of any kind. So I suggest, can one of you do that?
Yep.
It is, however, approaching nighttime.
How's the party going?
Make another charisma for me.
Yeah!
I really hope we get kicked out at some point.
It's possible.
I'm kind of hoping the worm just sort of appears at the party.
Oh, come on.
I
Hey guys,
have an
how's
image
it
in my
doing?
head right now where Ame is being chucked off the balcony and the worm just comes right up and grabs him.
And then he Sharyukens out of it.
See, what I'm imagining is, have you guys ever seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No.
No.
No, nobody has. Right,
No.
basically, I'm imagining Ameodro being a character called Dennis, who's basically really pompous, smarmy, thinks that he's a god, but everybody hates him.
Well, the funny thing is, it wasn't like that at first, but then you pissed
No,
off.
it wasn't, but like, you're seeing my true colours.
To be honest, he's annoyed, but he's probably thinking of you more as a coward at this point.
Yeah.
I just did my bit. I mean, I noticed that I couldn't really do much more, so I just went, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Pompous idiot then.
I'm just out for
I'm gonna
myself.
put it this way: you're a friend to him, but you've not made a great impression. You're rich, but you don't know how to handle yourself.